What's up, everybody? This is Toria. My birthday just passed on the 17th, and miraculously, on that same day of my birthday, there was a solar flare that was released from the sun. And whenever stuff like this happens, I always ask God to explain because I know that, His energy is connected to the universe. He created all of this. And so, what He explained to me is that the sun is a holder of communication of messages to the earth. And when a solar flare goes off, it's like the sun becomes like a prophet. It's like, speak unto the children of Israel and tell them this. So when that solar flare went out, a message went out upon the earth. And the message that I'm picking up on right now is about freedom, which I believe that's the reason why it happened during this time. It's not a coincidence. We are in the time of Juneteenth. So when the solar flare happened, we know that the sun is light years away. So it takes a while for that energy to hit the earth. And they said that basically June the 20th or June the 21st would be when we receive majority of the energy from that solar flare. But it started the day that it actually happened. So like I said, the energy that I'm receiving is completely about freedom. And when I asked God, okay, what do you want me to say about this? Because I feel an utterance in my soul, but I really don't know what to say to people. And He said, tell them that they are not Jacob anymore. They are Israel. And all of Israel is not Israel, right? So the understanding of this is that this is particularly for Black people on this Juneteenth holiday. That understand that being Black is not all that identifies us. Yes, we are Black. Yes, some of us are God's people, but we have to transcend the skin in order for us to get that inheritance that Jacob was able to get when he wrestled with that angel and became Israel. Now, what I'm saying, when I say this, you have to realize who Jacob actually was and how he came into his position. So early on, Rebecca was told by an angel that Jacob was the one who was supposed to be blessed with the inheritance of the firstborn. But because he had a twin, his name was Esau, Esau ended up fighting his way into the world first. So technically, it looked like to everyone that Esau would be the one to receive that blessing. However, later on in life, Jacob was able to gain the blessing from Esau because Esau sold his birthright to Jacob for a meal because he was hungry. Now, it looks like Jacob was a trickster and all this other stuff, but don't forget that Rebecca was already told that he was ordained to receive that blessing, that inheritance. So they tricked his father Isaac, who was blind and on his deathbed, that Jacob was actually Esau, so he ended up blessing him with the inheritance instead of Esau. Now imagine being Jacob. Jacob feels like he basically tricked his way into a particular identity, a particular blessing. So even though he's taking the blessing on, there's still something in him that has an imposter syndrome. You know what I mean? As Black people, we still have this. A lot of times we work very hard to get where we are, and God gives us an inheritance and we don't even believe we're supposed to have it. We have all these affirmations and all of these things that are supposed to validate us. We have, Black empowerment and all this other stuff. But why would we even need all of that if it was ingrained in us already who we are and our identity and how powerful we already are? So God is telling me that mentally we have to come out of this situation where we feel like we're undeserving.